Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy John from Project Ellsworth. I didn't think I was going to make it here today, but I am in Egg Harbor Township at the Spirit Halloween flagship location for this year's tour. Here we are. Let's see what they got inside this year. There is the famous Spirit Halloween logo that's gigantic as soon as you walk in the door. And right off the bat, as always, a couple animatronics right in the front. This guy's pretty cool looking, but as far as audio goes, he's just alright, I guess. He's neat. I like him. The audio on most of these things, you could barely hear it. It was very loud in this store. I always like a good pumpkin scarecrow. I was getting ready to walk through there, but there were people in there. Figured I'd wait a second. This guy was pretty cool. I liked him quite a bit. I'd actually really like to have him down here in my man cave. I've never even thought to look at the price to see how much he was. It was probably right there too, and I didn't look at that either. He's got a whole lot to say. Now I'm finally walking through here. I like these switches so much more than the little things that you step on. I just think the switches are awesome. I like them a lot. Those switches. This little guy was already going. I didn't have to do anything with him. These two boys were messing with him. But I love going to Spirit on opening day. I wanted to get there like early, and it just didn't happen.
Where I stop, soon you'll know.
I had to take my wife to the airport, and it was a late start in the day to begin with, so it just didn't work out. So there's always next year. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. He was there. They had him last year. In a little section off to the side with the Sam animatronic from Trick or Treat. Excuse me. Look at how no frills this guy is. That ain't too exciting. He didn't do anything. I'm hoping that the audio just was out on that thing or he was broken. That can't be all there is to it to him. And here is the always present slasher section with Michael Myers and Jason and Freddy Krueger. There's some Ghostface stuff over here. I was really hoping to see a Halloween Kills mask this year or a Halloween Ends mask this year. Anything other than what I already had to add it to my collection. I bought one of those Jason masks last year. And something I learned about these shirts is last year I tried to get this Creepshow shirt that's on this wall, and they never had it in my size. So today I actually looked at all of the sizes of all of these shirts, and they had 0 2XL shirts on the entire display here. So I'm wondering now, I have to assume that the biggest size they sell is extra large. Just going through the costumes here. What do we got? Bunch of skeleton stuff. Male and female. And here's the Pennywise section. Female Pennywise. They had the old Tim Curry Pennywise mask there this year. Some more Sam stuff for the female Sam costume. There are the masks of the kids that were on the school bus. And that caught my eye. It's the candy bar that has the razor blade in it. Some evil clown stuff. Sledgehammers and striped machetes. You ever see a clown with a striped machete, I suggest you just run. There's some Batman stuff there. I kind of expected to see a lot of Batman stuff this year with the Batman being as popular as it was. And if you haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's phenomenal. All right, back around over here again. I don't know why I retraced my steps. There's a werewolf mask. There's some Beetlejuice stuff. There's a wall in this store that I'm sure is on this video. It's an entire wall of Beetlejuice stuff. There's some Killer Clowns masks. The Beetlejuice stuff. That Beetlejuice mask is actually pretty nice. And here over, this is usually where I buy a bunch of different little knick-knacky things. In this area over here, you got the portrait of the kids on the school bus. There's a portrait of Michael Myers. These big hanging things are kind of ridiculous to me. The ghost face actually looks pretty cool, but I don't know where I would put him. I have a couple of these signs already, the Welcome to Haddonfield sign. I have a great big Camp Crystal Lake sign that I bought here. I think 2020, I think I bought that. There's Pennywise. That Sam lamp, I bought him. He's right over there. That was hard to find a couple years ago. Now they're everywhere. Look at this little guy. I dug him for some reason. The top one never works. Always go for the next one down. I have no idea why those things they crack me up. I enjoy those. They had one last year. I want to say it was either Pennywise and or Sam. Leatherface bobblehead. You don't see too many of those. That's new this year for sure. And they also have a ghost face bobblehead there. And a gizmo. I have that Pennywise, and I have that boat. I like that Pennywise lamp. I just really don't know where I would put it. I have enough lamps down here already. These things I liked. The Michael Myers drinking glasses, the Jason and Crystal Lake drinking glasses. I don't do shots, so I have no need for those. That glass right there, I really liked that glass. I like that quite a bit. Crystal Lake. Can't really see that unless you have something in it. Yeah, there's a little Dancing Sam. They had one there on the shelf. Terrible looking Chucky doll. I don't know, maybe that is what he's supposed to look like. I'm used to the angry Chucky at this point. There's the Beetlejuice wall. Look at all that stuff. If you're a Beetlejuice fan, that's Beetlejuice heaven right there for you. This place was kind of picked over already. This was day one, but there was an enormous line out front to get in. And this, at this point, was probably 5 o'clock-ish, something like that. So they'd been open for about 6 hours already. So yeah, there was a lot of stuff already picked over, and you could tell immediately. And this is Nightmare Before Christmas section. I tried that movie a couple different times in my life, and I can't do it. Your boy can't do musicals. I just don't have it in me. I never made it through it. It lost me pretty quick. I watched that at a time when I watched anything and everything that my son wanted to watch, and he wanted to watch that, and I had to bail on him. I really like this snow globe here. The skull that's sitting to the right of this, when I put it back on the shelf, I bought last year. That one there with the crow sitting on top of it with the rose in his mouth. Very, very cool. I like a lot of that witchcrafty stuff. This skull here, I have a very strong feeling is going to wind up in my man cave this year. I really like this thing, and the only reason that I don't have it now is after I stopped filming, I forgot to go back and grab it. So hopefully it'll still be there. I go to several different locations. I like this too, but I don't know, having a bunch of witchcrafty stuff in here I don't think would sit very well with my wife. So, happy wife, happy life. These candles are pretty cool. They're made out of plastic with the little LED flame in them, but not something I collect. What do we have here? I probably should have my glasses on because I can't even see what that is. Right, back over to more animatronics. This guy here, every time I see something like that, he reminds me of like a low budget bootleg Beetlejuice. Like, he looks like the alcoholic version of Beetlejuice is what that guy looks like to me. This dude. As if you didn't know what I was talking about. I mean, he's cool. I got no problem with the guy, but he just looks like a failed attempt at Beetlejuice to me. And there's this thing on the ground just having a fit. This is, I didn't get, watch. I didn't have the camera high enough to catch him when he actually popped up, and I did it twice. I did it here too, same thing. You think that I would have a little bit more experience filming these things at Spirit Halloween at this point. This guy was cool too. Look how tall this guy is. He's awesome. Can't have him in the house though, unless you're wealthy and have one of those vaulted ceiling houses. Or houses with vaulted ceiling. I have to believe that she's broken because she did nothing but talk very quietly. I mean, clearly something's moving around in her bag, but I have to think that there's something more to her. I got a little bit of Reagan here, but I actually swing back around and get a better view of her from the other side. I liked her. I liked the thing on the wall behind her more than her, but I did like her. This little walkway is cool, but I don't know where the hell you put that. Unless you have like a haunted house, or if you're having a Halloween party, maybe that would be really cool for the entrance. I like it, but I don't have anywhere to put anything like that. And I have to assume also that that thing may not be for sale, that just may be the display for Spirit Halloween, displaying the things that were hanging from the ceiling. Assumption. Here I am. I'm working my way back around to Reagan here. There we go. Watch the wall behind her. I would like to have that down here somewhere. Just continuously hide it in the house and scare the shit out of the people who live here with me. Any and all of them at any time. I like that shit to pop up in like April and just scare somebody to death. The girly costumes and a whole wall of hats. I bought a steampunk hat, I want to say 2 years ago. I've worn it in a couple of my movie review videos. No idea why I like that security baseball cap. I'm far from security in any facet of my life. Like these werewolf masks too, man, but I just have a feeling that with the cost of these masks, I'd hate to buy one and get it home and put it on my giant adult-sized head and it not fit me. I just like those. And these walking sticks, man, I like these every year. I check these things out. I really like that one a lot. I would not be one bit surprised if that wound up here. Might be pretty safe to say. So look out for that in a future haul video. I love all these weapons. These are something that I can use in my videos, even if I'm just holding them. I just think that they're neat looking to have laying around in my man cave. Over there, I got a bunch of hammers and swords and knives, and I think I have a giant wrench, just pickaxes. I just like having that stuff around here. I really am due for another man cave tour. Here's some of the string masks. I really like a few of them. Typically, I buy a few of those every year, the last day they're open, when everything is either last year was only 25% off, but in previous years it was 50% off. So, hoping for 50% off again this year. That's usually when I go back and buy up a whole bunch of stuff that I kind of like. Everything that I really like, I try and grab before that, because just chances are, if I really like it, a whole lot of other people out there really like it, and it's not going to be there when I go back. But here, the axes and the machetes and the knives and the giant scissors and the Negan Lucille bat. I love all that stuff, and I have a bunch of that, you know, just lying around down here. Not real into the bloody knives, though. Just not my thing. I have that skull mask up there. You see that a lot in my videos, all my movie reviews. Some of these are really cool. That pumpkin mask right there is really nice. I didn't look at the price of that, though. I didn't look at a lot of the prices of a lot of these things. I was kind of in a hurry when I stopped here. Yeah, and that's on me. I wish this video, you know, I could have spent more time. Love that Freddy Krueger mask. They had that last year. So much better than the one that I bought several years ago. The more of the werewolf stuff. Look, now they have Scarecrow rabbit masks. Crazy. This thing caught my eye. That thing's cool. Look at this thing. That's awesome. I really like that a lot. What the hell I would do with that, I have no idea, but I did like that a lot. Or do like that a lot. There's the Batman, but it's not from the Batman. It's Batman versus Superman. That movie was a turd. That's really cool. The Star Wars The Emperor. Cal Scarecrow. There's the Creeper. I like that mask a lot too. There's Billy, Captain Spaulding, more Jason, Michael Myers. Jason, which movie is that? Is that Jason Goes to Hell? Michael Myers with a fat afro. Sid. There's some brains and some hands and some arms and some chains and some shackles. I'll tell you what, those devil babies or demon babies or evil babies, I grabbed one of these things to try and get a better look. Yeah, right here. They feel weird. They almost feel like they're filled with sand, I guess, to give them weight. Very, very strange. It says try me, but it didn't work. Oh yeah, that one did work. My bad. That's all like party favors. More of these hanging things that I got nowhere to put. And here are the skulls. I always come to this section and always buy something. I don't remember if I bought one of them last year. And I have too many of them to see from here whether I actually bought that or not. But most of these I already have. When I come across one that I don't have, I typically will buy it because I collect skulls. It's kind of my thing. Two-headed devil dog. Evil cats. I don't like cats. There's more skulls up there. Some of these skeletons are actually pretty cool too. My wife has one that I think she named Jack. Now we have a dog named Jack. And I do like these walkway lights a lot. And I do have a walkway. I'm kind of surprised that I've never bought these things. But I'd like to keep them out all year, and my wife wouldn't have no part of that either. A few years ago, I saw like a stake that comes up out of the ground that was Freddy Krueger's glove. Sort of like the end of Jason Goes to Hell when his hand comes out of the ground. And I wanted to buy that and put it in my garden. My wife would kill me. Those are cool. I also thought these were pretty cool too. Pathway markers. They were not crazy expensive, and I can't see that at all. 40 bucks, 35 bucks, something like that. I wouldn't mind having them, but I think that you would probably rifle through batteries with those sort of things. Unless they're electric. And then I gotta run an electric wire across my lawn. And that ain't happening.
Can you smell the circus? The overpowering stench of screaming fear coming from all the kiddies?
That's not what I smell when I go to the circus. I smell something quite different when I go to the circus. There's a kid's costume. Colonel Sanders caught my eye when I was walking by. That's hilarious. I just had KFC 2 weeks ago. There's a video for that on my mukbang channel, Project Ellsworth Eats. Here's my shameless plug. I do have 2 other channels, in case you guys were unaware of that. Tons of blankets. I have so many blankets in this house. The last thing I need is more blankets. But every year I look at the blankets, and every year I see a couple that I want. I think I bought one last year. I think I bought the Halloween 6 blanket last year. I think that was last year. These welcome mats are cool. I bought 2 of these last year. I bought a Pennywise for myself, and I bought a Killer Clowns from Outer Space for my son, and his dog destroyed that already. It didn't last. Well, I bought that for him last year, I think in August, and we got our dog in November, and by the end of November that was gone. These retro costumes are cool. That's what I had when I was growing up. All you had was like a plastic coverall suit and a mask with a string on it. That was your Halloween costume. Getting old. Times have changed. Some oversized mugs. Halloween was not that big a deal when I was a kid. I mean, now it's pretty. I really like that lunchbox. I didn't even look at the price. If Halloween stores like this existed when I was a kid, I would have driven my parents crazy. I have no doubt. My father wouldn't want to drive me around in a car, I'm sure. There's the, this is right before you go to checkout. And I did not go through the checkout line this year with my camera. But I'm planning on doing more of these. I would like to do more of these. There's a pair of socks I don't have, Michael Myers socks. I may have to make that purchase in the future. Alright, so I did manage to pick up a few things in there. I didn't buy a whole bunch of stuff because I have no doubt that I will be back here on multiple occasions. And I mean multiple. I typically come to this place, I guarantee I'm here probably 20 times a year. And I get that cool 30% off employee discount, so I don't ever get tired of coming back here. I will go back home now and show you guys what I picked up. All right, so I did not buy a ton of stuff this time around because, like I said, I'm sure I'm going to be going back here multiple times throughout the season. But I did get a few things. And whether you know it or not, New Jersey got rid of plastic bags. So we got the cool paper bag this time around. So what I did grab, I got 4 things, a couple things here. I think 2 of them you see in the video and 2 of them you do not see in the video. I missed a whole section of, there was a wall in there that had, whatever, I'll show you in a minute. All right, so the first thing that I grabbed that I knew I was absolutely positively going to grab as soon as I saw it was this Halloween 2 drinking glass. It feels very thin, so I got to be careful with this thing. But I absolutely love this. This is one of my favorite things that I actually saw in Spirit Halloween so far. I thought that was really cool, and it's something that I'll use. It's not, I won't just purchase that and put it on the shelf somewhere. I will actually use that glass on a very regular basis. The next thing I got was, I didn't show this so much in the video, but if you look closely, you can see it in there. One shot real quick. I didn't even notice it. What I do is after I'm done going around doing my tour, I turn off my camera and then I go walk around and shop. When I went back and backtracked, traced back my steps, I saw this guy. I did not see him when I was shooting the video, but when I was just doing the voiceover, I spotted him. He was in the video, I just didn't notice him the first time around. He's awesome. I did not see any more of him on the shelf anywhere, and when I did find him, he was out of place. He was actually, I think, over near this guy. Somewhere near that section, like the little knick-knacky stuff. He was not with the skulls. I love this thing. It looks so friggin' cool. Absolutely happy to have it. He looks like something from Mars Attacks to me. I'm sure it's got a lot to do with that. But very, very cool. Love him. The next thing I got was also in the video. You saw me pick him up. I picked up the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface bobblehead. Absolutely love this thing. I've got a bunch of different bobbleheads down here, but the majority of them are Michael Myers and Jason. But now I got Leatherface. I don't think I've ever seen a Leatherface. I have to assume I've never seen a Leatherface bobblehead anywhere because I don't own one. And had I seen it, I'm sure that I would. All right, and the last thing that I got was what I was referring to, that I missed like a whole wall of art prints in there. And I picked this guy up. I have no idea whatsoever where he's going to go. Maybe I'll change something around on that wall back there and smack him up there. But he was cool. This was $22.99, and I absolutely positively love it and had to have it. So, grabbed him, and I will be happy to have him in my collection once I figure out where I'm going to put it. All right, so that's it for this video. That's everything I picked up. I'm sure I will do future haul videos from Spirit Halloween. And another thing that I'm considering doing, if you're still around, let me know down in the comments section if you would like me to do tour videos from other Spirit Halloween stores that I stop in this area. I know that there's a store in Mays Landing. The Flagship Store is where I go the most. It's the closest to my house. It's the biggest store, and let's face it, it's the Flagship Store. So that's usually where I go. That's in Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. There's also one in Mays Landing, New Jersey. There's one in Cape May Courthouse, or Rio Grande, New Jersey. And there's one in Vineland, New Jersey. And all of those are within a half-hour driving distance of me. And I typically go to each one of those at least a couple times every year. Let me know down, long-winded, let me know down in the comments section if you would like me to do a tour video of each of those. I also will probably go and check out Lowe's and check out what they have in like Big Lots and all of those types of things. But I don't normally do more than one Spirit Halloween video per year. Maybe this year will be different. You guys will determine whether that happens or not. Let me know whether that's something that you guys are interested in. I'm getting out of here. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really like this video and you've been enjoying my content up to this point, please do me a huge personal favor. Click that subscribe button and ring that bell. And something I referenced a little while ago. I have a mukbang channel called Project Ellsworth Eats, where me and my wife just shoot the shit and talk about life. That's called Project Ellsworth Eats, and I also do heavy metal reactions, and that channel is Project Ellsworth Reacts. Awful original. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Have a kick-ass day. Thank you for watching, folks. See you in the next one.